Hey guys, Jimmy Yin here, the acupuncture guy with Achieve Integrative Health, and this is Achieve 10X TV, and we're going to discuss this is the series or the episode that we're going to discuss nutrition. Now, nutrition is a huge topic. There are so many, nutrition supplements. Well, let me talk about, when we talk about nutrition, we really, when people say nutrition, they're really talking about supplementation, right? Supplements. Because diet is where we actually talk about food, and that will be in another episode. But this episode, we're going to focus on supplements, nutrition and supplements, and then we're going to focus, today, there's so many supplements, right? There's thousands of supplements. Which one do you actually take? Which one should you not take? We're going to go over that at Achieve 10X TV. But today we're going to talk about antioxidants because we got the virus going on right now. And for those of y'all who are watching this a few years later, this will be good for any type of virus infections or bacteria infections and so forth, right? So right now we have the coronavirus, and that's what's going on right now. And the people are flooding the grocery stores and buying up stuff, and they're starting to actually grab the fruits and vegetables, and they're running low. The truckers can't get the vegetables and fruits to the grocery stores fast enough. And so what do you do then? What do you do then? And we also have heard about this, our soil. Our soil is getting depleted over the years. And if you follow it up with the current, probably this past 2019 Monsanto, the cases that people are suing against them because they're poisoning our soil. Well, our soil in general is getting depleted of nutrition, right? Because we're mass producing so much food. We're not necessarily eating them, but we're just overproducing them, and that's depleting our soils too. So one of the things that we, like I said, going back to this, not to get off topic, but we want to talk about antioxidants. What is the purpose of antioxidants, right? Antioxidants help prevent us from oxidizing, our cells from oxidizing, okay? Oxidizing. So what does that actually mean in layman's terms when you oxidize, right? So oxidization basically equates to, this is an equal sign, rust. So when our bodies oxidize, we're actually rusting, right? And our cells are rusting. So if you imagine, if you have a cell, here's our little cell wall, our cell, right? Has a little nucleus inside, mitochondria, and all other things, all great things, okay? So our cell wall, when it oxidizes, just imagine if you pour battery acid on something, you pour battery acid on anything, what does it do to that thing? It actually burns it, right? And it causes it to rust eventually. And so, rusting is like our cell wall starts to degenerate. And if it degenerates long enough, guess what? It will die, okay? It will die. Sometimes it'll open up, right? And it'll let all these bad things, all the viruses and bacteria into your cells. Your cells basically lose their protection. So that's what oxidizing your cells, that's what happens. And so rust is the same, just equate it to rust. So when you do foods or supplements that are antioxidants, you're preventing that rusting process. The rusting process also generates something called inflammation, okay? So rusting, when you just think about it, when you pour battery acid on something, it starts to fizzle, right? That fizzle is like inflammation. That fizzle is what's happening. It's called inflammation, right? So all this happens because of oxidation, right? You oxidize, your cells get oxidized, which means they rust, which causes inflammation. Inflammation causes the cell wall to lose its protection. And then it could break open and allow viruses and bacteria and other fungus to enter your cells. Stuff that shouldn't be entering into your cells. Oh, this is getting blocked. Stuff that's entering into your cells. Let me see. Let me draw this again. So things that should not be going into your cells start to go into your cells. And that creates problems, right? So that creates a lot of problems. And so That's why we want to make sure our cells don't oxidize. We want to make sure our cell walls are healthy. And one of the ways to prevent it is to do antioxidants. So antioxidants, again, are like anti-rust. Antioxidants you can equate to anti-rust treatments, okay? So anti-rust treatments. So what are some of the things that are that contain antioxidants, right? We're going to go over the food-based in our dietary, and not our dietary, but our dietary series episode. But today we're going to focus on supplements that can be antioxidants, and there's tons of antioxidant supplements, right? So we're going to go over a few that we do actually in our clinic, and that has a huge success. So everything that I'm recommending. First of all, disclaimer, make sure that you've talked to your physician and make sure that it's safe for you to take these things. We do work in our clinic at Achieve Integrative Health. We work with our patients' physicians, and together, we work together so that we make sure that the patients are taking supplements and they're safe. We rely upon lab tests. So in our clinic, we rely, the main way that we help people get on the right supplement is we rely upon lab tests. Lab tests are very beneficial, okay? So this is why we're called lab tests. Lab tests can tell us nutrition deficiencies, right? So that's why we're called Achieve Integrative Health, because we integrate Chinese medicine with Western medicine. So we look at your lab test. So if you ever have the opportunity to come to our clinic and become a patient, we will definitely look at your labs. And from your labs, we can actually determine, okay, there's certain nutrients that you are deficient in, and therefore we will prescribe a supplement, okay? Of course, we go over the diet, but again, this is a supplement class, training module, and not the dietary part. So, antioxidants, what do we do? And I brought a few that we currently do use, and like I said, these are the ones that we've used on our patients, and we've gotten phenomenal success, okay? I'm not going to recommend anything to you that will not generate success, and that will not get you the result. So let me start with a couple of supplements down here. So this one right here, I'm going to move closer to the camera so you can see. This is called GSH 250. It's glutathione. Okay, for our Instagram people, I'm going to show you over here. Glutathione. Okay, so glutathione, everybody knows. Powerful antioxidant. Most people, a lot of functional medicine practitioners use glutathione, especially for like leaky gut and autoimmune diseases, right? So this is one of the most powerful antioxidants. In this, it's not just glutathione. It has selenium, so it's good for Hashimoto's, thyroid, or Graves' disease. It has alpha lipoic acid, which is a strong anti-inflammatory. We actually use that, alpha lipoic acid, we actually use that for neuropathy. Our clinic specializes in neurology and any type of neurological problems, and we recommend alpha lipoic acid as a natural anti-inflammatory, okay? But we use this as a strong antioxidant. And in combination, now we use this as a pair, okay? The next one is called superoxide dismutase. So I'm gonna come over here so you can see that, superoxide dismutase for our Instagram people, all right? So superoxide dismutase is another strong, powerful antioxidant, okay? Now there's a reason why I have these two combined. We have had a 100% success rate in helping people reduce their thyroid antibodies with this combination. Everybody, it reduces it, okay? A lot of people, it reduces by 50%, some even more, okay? But we have used this successfully. Like I said, I'm only going to recommend you stuff that has worked. None of this is theory. This has been tested on our patients. Okay, thank you, patients, for letting us testing it on you. No, but this is we've used this on thousands of patients. Okay, everything that I'm telling you has been tested. Okay, so you'll see that we got these supplements from Douglas Labs. Another thing about supplements that I'll do another training on is it's very important where you get your supplements. If you're getting your supplements usually at a grocery store, they're probably not good quality. Quality supplements is vitally important. Two most important things that we look for in a supplement. One is it third-party tested. If it's not third-party tested, you have no idea what is in the pill. Okay? They can tell you, every company is going to tell you, oh, we do testing, we do extensive testing for our supplements, right? But here's the thing, they're testing their own product, right? And so, to me, there can be some, benefit of not telling the truth, right? So what we like is the supplements we carry are all third-party tested. Third-party tested means these companies, Douglas Lab has to send their product to another lab, and an independent lab test their products to make sure a couple of things. Number one, purity. Whatever they say is on the label is actually in the pill. Purity is very important. Okay. Number two is safety. Safety is, are there heavy metal contamination? A lot of supplements have heavy metal contamination, so you've got to be careful, right? And the third one is bioavailability. Now, you want to take the supplement, you want to be able to absorb it, right? If you take a supplement and just goes straight through your system, then what's the point of it? You're just taking a piece of plastic, right? So it's very important that you want to make sure that it's third-party tested. So it's purity, okay? Let me just write it down for you. So we got, when you're looking for a supplement, you want to look for purity. A third-party testing will give you purity, safety, if it's third-party, if it's any heavy metal contamination, or third, bioavailability. I'll just write bioavailability. Bioavailability means, is your body going to be able to absorb it when you put it into your stomach? Okay. So these two are my number one antioxidant combo. These are strong antioxidants. So someone who is really their immune system is really depleted, this is a very good strong antioxidant, right? Next, we're going to go to something that we got to look at. I got my little cheat sheet here. So when we're looking at antioxidants, right, we're looking at fruits and vegetables. So fruits and vegetables are full of antioxidants. Fruits and veggies. Fruits and vegetables have tons of antioxidants. So it's I highly recommend you do. At Achieve Integrative Health, we always ask our patients, we always want our patients to get nutrition through their food as much as possible. But again, we're talking about if it's not available, if it's in low quantity, like right now, everybody's like, I have patients that have been telling me that they're getting up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to the grocery store just to get in line, and then by noon they're still not in because there's just so many people. I mean, that's the pandemic that's going on right now. So you may not be able to get to those vegetables. So if you can't, then we need to find other ways to get your antioxidants, right? So fruits and vegetables, we've all heard, there's certain green drinks, red drinks, right? There's green drinks, red drinks that are in the market. So which one is good, which one is not? Again, what we look for is third-party tested. When it comes to these supplements, we also want to look for organic. We want organic as possible. Organic doesn't mean it's perfectly 100%, the best, but it is the best versus conventional, right? And so organic is definitely the way to go. And so we found a company recommended by one of our patients, okay, is called Organifi. And that's what this is what I currently do on a daily basis. Like I tell my patients the same thing I'm about to tell you. I would never recommend anything that I don't do myself. So these are things that I do myself. If they're good enough for me, then it's good in my family. If it's good enough for myself and my family and our health, then it's good enough for our patients, right? And so I never prescribe anything that I have definitely not tried myself. And just talk about acupuncture, right? We can't, we may not be able to do acupuncture on you through virtually, but acupuncture, I use the same principle. I'm not going to do anything on my patients that I haven't done on myself first. So I was actually the first person I stuck a needle in, right? And so I've stuck a needle in every single acupuncture point in my body. So I know exactly what it feels like. I know exactly, what you're going to experience. That way I can tell my patients exactly because I've had the experience. So the same thing with supplements, not to get off topic, same thing with supplements is I'm only going to recommend what I do myself. So one of the things that we do, is that I personally do and my family does is this green juice. Okay, so this green juice, there's tons of green juice. There's tons, and there's quite a few organic green juices out there, right? So again, you want to make sure you get good quality products. So this green juice, actually before I even talk about green juice, let me talk about what we're the antioxidants. So we want some greens. Greens are going to be antioxidants. We want some fruits. That's going to be your red drink. That's going to be super antioxidant. All of these have antioxidants that will protect your immune system, boost your immune system, and I can't say that it's going to prevent you from getting any type of viruses, but it will definitely help you recover so much faster. Okay, and last we're going to talk about like some herbs. I did a video on my Facebook page on ginger, so we're going to talk about that, right? So green drinks, red drinks. What are some green drinks? There's tons of green drinks. Again, I'm sharing what I do, and I can tell you, not with the we have the flu virus it happens every single year, right? There's a reason why I have never gotten the flu, even though we see a ton of people. Some of them don't even have the symptoms yet, and they have flu, and none of them. I have never gotten it. I need to knock on some wood. I can't find some wood here. But I have never gotten the flu. In my 13 years of since I've opened and achieved integrative health, I've never gotten the flu, right? So there are some things that I do to protect my immune system, and I'm going over the things that I do. So a green juice is vitally important, and this one has a couple of also additional herbs that are antioxidants. One is ashwagandha. And this one, protects our white blood cells. It's known as, it's the first defense, which is our first defense for our immune system, right? Chlorella, it can boost the mucosal immune system. Chlorella is in here, okay? It also, it fights antigens and infections, and moringa, essential amino acids, right? And so if you want this cheat sheet, okay, just message us or email us at info@achieveih.com, and I'll send you this cheat sheet, okay? So that's what we got with the greens. Now the greens, they come in a canister like this. This is about a month serving. I'm going to come up closer so you can see, okay? This is Organifi Greens for Instagram people, Organifi Greens. So they come as as a canister like this, or they come in little individual packets. Okay, individual packets look like this. So, you can take these very easily to your work. I know a lot of us are quarantined right now, so you can probably just get a canister, right? This is for one person though. So if you've got multiple people in your family, then you need to have multiple canisters, right? Don't cross-contaminate, because remember, right now with the coronavirus, you don't want to exchange bodily fluids, okay? So I recommend you get that canister. Okay, and then next we got the red drink. Okay, so the red drink usually, so when they talk about green drink and red drink, they're usually talking about vegetables. So the green drink is most of vegetables. Let me tell you what the vegetables in here. I forgot to tell you. So all the vegetables. There's wheatgrass. There's organic. Spirulina, chlorella, matcha green tea. There's some red beet in here. Yeah, so a lot of great, let's see, we've got, the green tea leaf, tons of wheatgrass in here, right? So lots of vegetables in here. The second one is the red drink. Those are where you're talking about the fruits. Fruits are what they call red drinks, right? And so in here, there's lots of fruits in here. There's pomegranate, cranberry, blueberry, raspberry, strawberry. The berries are the lowest in fructose, and so they definitely won't spike your blood sugar. And the sugar count, this one is 2 grams because it has sugar. The greens does not have, it has 1 gram of sugar. It's probably because of the monk fruit, okay? So with the reds, we have the berries. There's also acai, rhodiola, Siberian ginseng. So a couple of good things in the red juice is the reishi. It has the reishi mushroom. The reishi mushroom is what is commonly known as the mushroom of immortality, right? Who wants to be immortal? So the reishi mushroom, and we have cordyceps. Cordyceps actually is a Chinese herb. It's a Chinese herb that helps boost the immune system. Can you see how these can help you boost your immune system, right? So this is what we do. And there's rhodiola. It's an adaptogen. It balances your cortisol levels. Why do we need to balance our cortisol levels? We need to balance our cortisol levels because when we get stressed, we are something called our adrenal glands, right? I'm going to write this down. This is vitally important, and we'll go in more detail about this. But the adrenal glands are one of the organs that help us adapt to stress. They sit right on top of your kidneys, okay? The adrenal glands. Adrenal glands. So they secrete something called cortisol. They also secrete something called adrenaline. They give us that fight or flight response, right? And so when we get, it's just like, you know, if a big dog was chasing you, you would be running away, right? Hopefully, okay? And so in that instant, you have basically adrenaline, and that's secreted by your adrenal glands, because your adrenal glands are going to help you run away, okay? Run away so you won't get bit in the butt by a dog, okay? So that's the purpose of that. But the adrenal glands also secrete cortisol. Cortisol helps us. It helps us decrease inflammation. But if your adrenal glands secrete too much, then what's going to happen is cortisol causes sugar to go in your blood. So we've got cortisol, which causes sugar, increase in sugar. Okay, so if you get stressed, so nowadays we don't, let me get out of the way. Nowadays we don't have a dog chasing us all the time, right? And so nowadays we have a artificial, or I'm saying not artificial dog, but a cyber dog. A cyber dog. A cyber dog is basically stress that affects our brain. So when we get mentally stressed, like some people are freaking out because of the coronavirus, they're panicking. Well, that panic causes your adrenal glands to secrete cortisol. Cortisol causes your blood sugar to go up. Because when you're running away from a dog, you need energy. You get fast energy with sugar. And so that's what your body's doing. But nowadays, it's not a dog chasing us. It's actually just us getting stressed, okay? Us panicking. When we panic, then our body goes through the same cascade of reaction. Our body will secrete cortisol. Cortisol will raise your blood sugar to give you enough energy, okay? And so if you're constantly stressed, then your body's constantly secreting cortisol, then you're constantly secreting sugar into your bloodstream, you're going to raise your blood sugar. That's how some people actually become diabetic. We have actually today, not today, but this generation, diabetics used to be, we would think obese people that are only diabetics, but no, we actually have very skinny people being diabetic, and they eat zero sugar, they eat zero processed sugar. Why is that? Well, it's because of the adrenal glands, which is really because of stress, right? So stress is the factor. And we're gonna go over, this marker's not so good, but we're gonna go over a training on how to deal with stress, okay? But I just want to give you an overall view. So going back to what I was talking about, we need to make sure we reduce our cortisol. And that's what, in the red drink, we have rhodiola. Because rhodiola can balance, the rhodiola in the red drink can help you balance that cortisol so it's not spiking all the time, and therefore not spiking your blood sugar all the time, and that calms your blood sugar, right? So that's all in this drink. Okay, that's the red drink. That's the reason why I drink it. But also, this is also an energy booster, okay? There's definitely an energy booster in there. So again, this one comes in also the little packets, that you'll come in these little packets, okay? Or you can get a canister for each of your family members, all right? All right, and the last one, I'm not gonna go over all these products that we use. I'm gonna go over them in different training sessions. But the last one is the Gold, Organifi Gold. Unfortunately, we sold our last bottle, so we're gonna have to order some more. But it also comes in a canister like this, and also little packets like this. I only have packets left, and we use it from samples. So for those of y'all, patients of ours that are watching this video, if you want to see what it tastes like, yeah, just come by and we'll give you a little sample packet, and you can test it out, okay? So the gold's got some great things. It's got turmeric. Turmeric is another potent antioxidant. It also boosts the immune system. It can, I use it as an anti-inflammatory. So remember that when I talked about the inflammation, right? So when your cells get oxidized, it generates inflammation, right? So cells, let me start from here. So cells get oxidized. If they get oxidized, they rust, right? Oxidize, the rusting, and if they rust, they generate inflammation. They generate inflammation, right? And so that's where turmeric, I mean, many of people have heard about turmeric, right? So it generates inflammation. And so turmeric can help decrease that inflammation. Turmeric actually can hit so many birds with one stone. It can stop it right here. It can stop it from being your cells from being oxidized, stop the rust, stop the inflammation, right? This is how you boost your immune system, right? Boosting the immune system sometimes it's not as simple as just taking vitamin C. I wish it was that simple, but sometimes, majority of the time, it's not. We're in a complex world, complicated, complex, world that we live in. We've got so many things going on, hitting us all at once. So the boosting your immune system sometimes takes a little more effort and a little more real pinpointing, the root cause. And this is why we get so great results at Achieve Integrative Health. And it's because we pinpoint the root cause. It's not just say, okay, take some vitamin C, take some zinc, and you're good to go. No, we look at what is actually happening. Sometimes a person's immune system is low because they've got so much inflammation. And we can see this actually in the labs. There's certain labs that you can do. So for example, I just recently had a patient that brought me their labs, and their CRP, their C-reactive protein, their SED rate was through the roof. We can go over that in a different training, but I'm just saying these are inflammatory markers. Yes, you can do these as blood tests. You can ask your doctor to do these blood tests, because again, boosting the immune system is not as simple as just taking vitamin C, right? You do need to take vitamin C, but sometimes it's just not that simple, because sometimes people take vitamin C and they still get the flu. Then what happened, right? Because they didn't really pinpoint the exact cause of why their immune system is crappy, right? So inflammation is a huge contributor to why your immune system may be a little crappy, right? So that's why this gold, Organifi Gold, is huge. It's turmeric. It's got turmeric in it. It's got turkey tail, which is another powerful immune support, and it's also an antiviral, right? All in this little packet, right? And last, it has ginger. I mean, it has more than that, but these are the three main ingredients. It has ginger. Ginger, Chinese herb. We use it cooking. It decreases inflammation. We use it. We can treat for nausea and vomiting. I just had a patient. She's a swimmer, and she just came home because of the pandemic, and she was vomiting, nausea and vomiting, and and so I just told her, make some ginger tea, right? And I'm gonna do a video on doing the ginger tea with Mama Chan. Mama Chan's gonna show you how to make some ginger tea, right? So the ginger root, it was so powerful. I just had her drink ginger tea throughout the whole day. She loves it. Nausea, gone. Vomiting, gone. Just one herb, okay? And so that's in here, okay? And this one, not like the red and the greens, this one you actually take warm, okay, at night. Because this is actually a calming one, the Organifi Gold. Let me show you for those Facebook, Instagram, right? So this is actually a calming one, and you take it at night, okay? It has the pictures back here. It tells you heat it with 8 to 10 ounces, stir it with 1 packet of Organifi, and you drink it as a drink. It's anti-inflammatory. It can calm you, help you sleep, and be antioxidant while you're sleeping, right? So these three. So the Organifi Gold, the red juice. Let me do this. The red juice and the green juice. These are highly antioxidants, right? I'm sharing you with this because this is what I do for my family. This is what I do. These are the things that I do. We want to not only focus on the antioxidants, on herbs or supplements that can that are antioxidant, but also that reduce inflammation. That's highly important. Most people leave out the inflammation part, and that's why they still get sick, even though they're doing all this stuff, like elderberry, echinacea, and so forth. Okay, so you have to make sure you pinpoint the right cause, and then start supplementing based on what's causing your immune system to drop. Okay, so these are the things that I do. These are the things that have helped me and my family. My wife Jessica, and also my in-laws that live with me. All four of us, we live under the same roof, and they've been living with us for about since 2009. So that's 10, 11 years. And in these 11 years, none of us have ever gotten the flu. There must be a reason, right? All right, guys. Hopefully you found this beneficial. We're gonna go over other training series on what other supplements you can do to boost your immune system, but I wanted to get you the ones that I most commonly use for myself and to my family. Again, these two are high potent GSH 250 and the SOD, highly potent antioxidants. These are like I would say these are the day-to-day. These are the day-to-day stuff, okay? Preventative stuff, okay? These are the ones we use to treat, and we actually get great results. I don't necessarily recommend everybody take these all the time because they are super, you can't over supplement a good thing, but these you can take every single day, because I do, right? And like I said, never gotten the flu in my life. So these are the things that I do. If you want this cheat sheet, this beautiful cheat sheet, okay, Instagram people, Facebook people, email me, info@achieveih.com, or message me here on Facebook, and I will send that to you. But hopefully, again, you learn. I know I tangent off a little, but hopefully you got some more information about exactly how to boost your immune system. It's not just as simple as, this is not just another video of saying, oh, you need to take vitamin C, okay? We do got that, actually. I forgot about this. We do have the vitamin C. If you do want it, this is our immunity, okay? We have very limited left. The company's not making it. I don't know why. I don't know why Organifi is not making anymore. But this is your vitamin C. It has also organic, this has turmeric in it too, okay? Olive leaf, ginger extract, vitamin D. This is super. I mean, I've been taking this. I told, Vanessa, one of our team members, she took this when she got sick too. So this is super powerful. This comes in little packets like this, okay? So again, if you want some of this, give us a call, 512-260-1710. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us. This is Jimmy Yan from Achieve Integrative Health, and I just want everybody to know that everything is achievable.